O believers, when you deal with each other in lending for a fixed period of time, put it in writing. Let a scribe write it down with justice between the parties. The scribe who is given the gift of literacy by Allah should not refuse to write. He is under obligation to write. This is the longest ayah in the Quran. And you'll notice one word that's going to come up again and again, writing. And it shows the emphasis and the importance of the ability to write. And here we have to look around at the Muslim world and think, what are the rates of literacy amongst Muslims? It's really sad to say that if you look around, some of the lowest rates of literacy are in Muslim countries. Is that part of our heritage? It's not actually part of our heritage. Our heritage clearly teaches us the importance of reading and writing, of literacy, whether men or women, male or female. Let him who incurs the liability dictate, fearing Allah his Rabb, and not diminishing anything from the settlement. If the borrower is mentally unsound or weak, or is unable to dictate himself, let the guardian of his interest dictate for him with justice. Let 2 witnesses from among you bear witness to all such documents. If 2 men cannot be found, then 1 man and 2 women of your choice should bear witness, so that if one of the women forgets anything, the other may remind her. The witnesses must not refuse when they are called upon to do so. You must not be averse to writing for a future period, whether it is a small matter or a big. This action is more just for you in the sight of Allah, because it establishes stronger evidence and is the best way to remove all doubts. How is it establishing stronger evidence? When something is written down and there's a disagreement, can you quote by memory and say, I remember you said this, or you remember I said this, and that's not any evidence. When you have something written down, you put it in front of the person, and that ends any disagreement. But if it is a common commercial transaction concluded on the spot among yourselves, there is no blame on you if you do not put it in writing. Meaning if it's something very small, a little transaction, which is a very small amount, something minor that's being done, a daily kind of transaction, that's fine if you don't put it into writing. What is the concept of receipts? When you buy something, you're getting a receipt. What's on the receipt? Written evidence of the transaction you have just done. All around the world you will see this is the way. This is something that we are so used to now, but it's something that Allah has told us about over 1400 years ago. You should have witnesses when you make commercial transactions. Let no harm be done to the scribe or witnesses. And if you do so, you shall be guilty of transgression. Fear Allah. It is Allah that teaches you, and Allah has knowledge of everything.